Let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah. I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Whip this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah, oh shoot. They don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.
Good, what's going on out there? Happy Saturday. This is your boy Breeze Omega that's Breeze, and welcome to the Saturday Slide Through. We're going to be sliding through, jumping in on some topics that went on this past week. A lot of stuff went crazy. You had people first. The dock workers went on strike, so then that had everybody tripping. You had people buying toilet paper like it was COVID, and water like it was the COVID era. Like, you can't get paper, toilet paper in the United States. That's made in America. Water, you can get water right here in America. So people were really, it shows you that the COVID era did not enlighten people. It made people dumber. You saw dumb people buying dumb stuff. You know what I had bought? I bought some damn bananas because they said bananas was gonna be out. Bananas, and they said parts for cars. So if you were somebody working on your car, you might have wanted to try to get your parts right away. Alcoholic beverages, you know, some of that imported liquor and stuff y'all love. You know, some of the Dutch beers and stuff. Even though I believe now they make like Heineken and all that stuff, I believe they make it over here. So, you know, you can't never take what they say with a grain of salt. But it was wild watching people buy all this toilet paper. It was looking crazy. I just saw people. You could tell who's stealing their mind, who's a hoarder, who's greedy. You can just watch. Now I'm glad for they ass. Don't try to sell all that toilet paper on Amazon or eBay and shit. Your ass gonna have to. You gonna be good wiping your ass. I hope you got some Scott tissue and you didn't get the cheap version. Idiots. Y'all done sit up here and help these stores cover their back line just because y'all was a bunch of idiots and y'all jumped out here and got scared. And so some of those dock workers, they got their pay. You know, if you still what they call a newbie on the job, you still didn't really see no changes. You know, because you got to go at least 2 or 3 years before you're locked in as a longshoreman. You know, so to all the guys who's still out there who probably ain't getting nothing, who didn't get nothing from this, salute to y'all for still sticking in there. So we had a lot of back and forth, and this was the guy, the doc dude, and some people are saying that this guy is actually like some type of millionaire or something. This is him prior to the before the shutdown was ended, and we'll show that it ended. So, but this was him.
Those greedy companies are making billions of dollars and they don't want to share. That's why we're out here now fighting for a contract. We're going to fight for it and we're going to win it. Or this portal will never open up again. From here to Houston. I'm not playing games here.
What do you say to people who don't understand what you guys do and they don't want the economy to shut down, but they don't fully understand the job of the men and women who work here?
That's the problem. Nobody knew what the longshoremen were. We didn't get respected, but now we will. Now we will when they find out malls are going to shut down because goods can't come in. Car salesmen are going to get laid off. Well, guess what? Everything that comes in this country comes from the containers off these ships that my men work. And I want the world to know it.
They learned during COVID.
Don't come after us saying we're greedy. Go after those greedy that own these companies in Europe. Go after them. They're sitting over there taking $4 billion bonuses for themselves at Christmas time. That's got to stop.
All right, he's saying that this is the companies over in Europe. He's saying it's the European paymasters that are robbing y'all. Some people tried to say he was a millionaire. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff that people were freaking out, because you could hear somebody in the back say, they learned from COVID. No, they didn't learn from COVID, because they was buying up all the stuff that's naturally made in the United States, like paper and water and shit. You know, the stuff they should have been stocking up on, they didn't go stock up on, like fruits and vegetables. You know, so yeah, so it's crazy. But that's been averted, and you guys don't have to worry about going and buying a whole bunch of toilet paper right now. They had the debate between the vice president. I guess they had the debate. I hadn't watched any of that stuff because it's just so stupid, and it gets on my nerves. It's a waste of time. But basically, from what I gathered, yeah, Tim Walz didn't do so well against the other dude. And then we had you know what else went on? We had the big old situation with the hurricane coming through, and yeah, like I said, I had to do a special joint on it that one night, because when I really started looking and seeing the video footage that was on YouTube and stuff, and people were sending me on Facebook and Instagram, well, hell, it was a lot worse than the media wasn't even speaking about it at that time. The media started talking about it 4 days, 5 days. I was talking about it the second day after it happened, because that's when I kind of found out how bad it was. Because I had heard the hurricane did some damage and was bad, but I hadn't really understood how bad it was until that second day after I saw that footage that night before. So yeah, and go back. I had a couple of lives back, and I came back on late that night because I was shocked at all the footage that I saw. You know, and this is what's even more wild. Like, a lot of people are upset because this proposed $750 to Americans. That's what they're telling people who have no Wi-Fi, no way to pay for it, no way to access or get this $750. That you could get $750 if you apply and you accept it, while you're handing out money to Ukraine, money to illegal immigrants. They don't even have to prove who they are to get the money y'all giving them. This is crazy. If this ain't a slap in the face of American people, and y'all still gonna pick the president that's gonna be like, I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell y'all. You deserve everything you get. Well, here's that guy. Tim Waltz. I believe this is Tim Waltz right here. They was asking him questions, I guess, inside of a bakery or something. Let's go.
Governor, you said you've become friends with school shooters during the debate. Can you clarify what you meant on that?
Can you clarify what you meant when you said you'd be friends with school shooters?
Yeah, this is wild.
Why did you say you were in Hong Kong when reports say you weren't?
Yeah, they said he said he's friends with school pewers, and I was like, the pew people, that's what he's saying, like he's down with that. This guy is crazy, man. Yeah, this guy's crazy. I don't know. He was ignoring people, but that's what they said he said in the debate, so that's why the reporters are asking him that damn question. And yeah, I just don't know. I can't figure it out for the life of me. I can't figure it out for the life of me. But if that's y'all boy, if y'all want him, that's y'all boy. Gotta make sure, because I had a bunch of stuff that I was gonna do during the week, but I had other stuff I've been doing during this week, because I'm trying to upgrade this channel and everything. So I was working on an intro song, working on a lot of stuff. I'm trying to grab some of these items that we did not get to, but I forget some of this stuff. I be grabbing up stuff and then I forget. All right, yeah, so that was averted. Yeah, we're going to try to get some of this stuff and we'll talk about it as we go, because I can't remember every goddamn thing. But like I said, I was working on an intro for my song, because I'm doing all this stuff by myself. I was shooting the intro video, which I'm doing all this stuff by myself, and I'm editing it all by myself. So it's all coming. Trying to get all this stuff out because I wanted it out before Thanksgiving, but it may be Christmas. So we'll see, because I'm doing all the work by myself. It's starting to look and sound right. Everything, the music is sounding right. Got to go in there and record one more time. The video is starting to look right. I'm editing it by myself, but let's just keep it going. I believe this is Tim Waltz right here as well, explaining why he fumbled. But let's go ahead and check it out.
Yeah, look, I have my dates wrong. I was in Hong Kong and China in 1989. That move from Hong Kong into China, it was profound for me. That was the summer of democracy. I said it's where I understood how sacred democracy was. It's what encouraged me, about 15 back and forth with my students, taking them to China to understand both, first of all, the culture, but also to teach Chinese students about democracy. That was part of it. I was one of the first group of high school students. There weren't a lot of times that there were high school teachers in there that you could teach in a Chinese high school. And so you've seen me, these teachers see me, I speak like everybody else speaks. I need to be clear, I will tell you that.
He needs to be clear. I don't believe Hong Kong was turned back over to the Chinese till like 1997. You know, somebody check me on that and let me know, because I can't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't 1989, as he's saying. So, you know what? That's the funny thing is, when you put, say, Kamala Harris ain't black on X, there's oddly enough, there's no community notes. Nobody's attaching any community notes to her. You know, anytime you say anything else or they say it's out of context, there's none of that. Not even on Facebook. I think they know the cat's out of the bag too. But yeah, that's Tim Waltz explaining why he fumbled his talking points. He doesn't get his times right. I would assume he'd just be lying. That's all. I assume that he just be lying. I'm not going to try to go back through all this because some of this I want. Yeah, there's a lot of people going at Jay-Z right now. We're going to try to make sure we get everything out that we want to get out. Oh, and you know that that Hispanic that got that brother job in DC helped get his job taken. I told y'all this dude is some type of influencer from Venezuela. And so if you're one of those people who was parading for this guy, I hope you know you are a stupid tool and a flunky, because y'all be sitting up here helping these people take down other black people, and these people be just what I said they are, scammers. And y'all people are fools. Y'all be falling for it all the time. Y'all gotta stop doing this. I don't even remember what this was, but let it go.
At least 25,000 union dock workers in the eastern and southern U.S. have walked off the job after talks failed to reach a new contract. The strike threatens to disrupt the...
Yeah, that was done. That was Vlad Tepes. So we didn't need no more of that, because we know that the dock thing is over. We know that it's completely over. And yeah. And we're gonna have some talk about, because that's why we having a fuck boy, a fuck girl free zone, because there's a lot of that been going on lately. And a lot of people treat that as if that's normal. Like it's normal to be that type of person. And it's not. Goofies. A lot of that to the Matt Barnes and all the other fools out there. Real idiots. Yeah, we had some Africans who've been talking real greasy about these African women. I guess they Nigerians. They've been talking real greasy about black people lately. And I don't know why we stay on people's minds so much. They just be obsessed with us. We don't even be thinking about people. And you go over on TikTok or you stroll through some of these other apps and you see these people just making videos about us, talking about us. And oddly enough, too, it's a lot of Pan-Africanists. Like, if you're Pan-Africanist, why aren't you doing the work and helping Africa? Why aren't you spending your time over in Africa helping them brothers and sisters get organized so they can stop running? Y'all spend y'all time talking craziness about us and then come and be like, no, brother, we all brothers. Nah, brother, I'm just trying to get it in your head. No, you ain't gonna get it in my head by attacking me. You're not gonna play like, oh, you my friend 1 minute, then you talking shit the next minute. Take that bullshit on. You people are crazy. Listen to this brother talking about y'all and the lion.
So very heated discussion on the Two Live Stews about dudes, it's like a trend now, painting their fingernails. And whether you're talking about Dwayne Wade and his kid, or the wide receiver for Alabama, or the quarterback for the Chicago Bears, as always, I'm supporting my child, or I'm supporting my little sister, and why they're doing this. And plain and simple, that's a lie. If you're painting your fingernails, it's because you want to. Okay? There's 1,000 other ways you can show support, quote unquote support, to your kid or your little sister that doesn't involve painting your fingernails. Just keep it real. You want to paint your fingernails. It's you. There's nothing wrong. Just admit it. You want to do it. Stop lying. You want your fingernails painted. What are y'all thoughts?
Yeah, what are your thoughts on that? He's saying that you dudes dudes who making up all these excuses, y'all secretly just want to paint your fingernails. And I believe he's correct. Because there's nothing in the world that can get me to want to be painting my fingernails. I remember my daughters, when they was little, they tried to paint my fingernails, and I let them know, no, you don't, Daddy don't paint his fingernails. You're not painting my toenails. You're not doing none of that weird stuff. And they knew right then and there, that ain't what a man do. So, all you weirdos, that's on you. Stop blaming everybody else because you feel inadequate. So you have to do this weird stuff. That's what it's all about, inadequacies. All these people who want you to do weird stuff is because they're all weird. If you ever go look at the people who's always in the LGBTQ environment, I'm not trashing, I'm just being honest. When you go look at most of them, for the most part, especially the non-black ones, they don't look great. They're not great looking people. They're the odd bunch. They're the weirdos. That's what we would call them when we were kids. That's who those people were. It was the odd bunch. So they had to make a group where they created all these people and mashed them together, even though they all so-called don't think together, but they've been mashed together in a group. Just like Latinos. When I grew up, they never went around talking about Latinos. Very few people called themselves Latino. Very few. They would say, hey, I'm a Puerto Rican. Hey, I'm a Cuban. Hey, I'm this. All this one big giant group shit is what they've been trying to do to black people for years with the terms of African American and all this type of dumb stuff. See, they've been trying to make us one big nigga for years, but we the ones who take all the brunt of being black while everybody else get to defer to whatever else they are, but come back whenever they do something bad and say, hey, I'm black too, just like you. So, yeah, that's what's going on. And I'm going to show y'all this dude. He spends his time causing problems for black people in freaking DC, in the DC area. So I want y'all to be aware of this guy, especially my brothers and sisters in the DMV area, because he's known. I done seen multiple videos of this guy going around causing problems for black people, and he's always recording it, speaking in Spanish and playing like it's always somebody against him, but he's starting all this shit. What was this one right here?
Charlemagne the God says Trump's ad on Harris supporting taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners. Charlemagne says that was effective. Yeah, okay, watch this.
I'll tell you what, that ad they was running during the football games this weekend claiming the vice president supports funding gender transition surgeries for all prison inmates and migrants in the U.S., that was nuts. I don't know if it was the backdrop of football, but when you hear the narrator say Kamala supports taxpayer-funded sex changes for prisoners, that one line, I was like, hell no, I don't want my taxpayer dollars going to that.
I definitely see that. She did
that ad was effective.
Was it, Bill Hemmer? It was effective, wasn't it?
I remember the first time I saw it is at home in Ohio. I think it was about 2 weeks ago, right? On a Saturday afternoon, early afternoon, I saw it and I was like, wow, that stopped me. And it's a really hard thing to do. Like in a battleground state like Ohio, when you're watching ad after ad after ad, it becomes, background noise. But this one had an impact. And I guess it was just, the way they ran it, they had her words plus the interviewer. Then they went back to her again. I thought it was the most effective ad that I have seen thus far this season.
Well, if y'all seen that ad, let me know in the comments. Tell me if y'all come in here catching on replay and y'all say y'all saw that ad. Let me know about that ad because I haven't seen it. Because I don't watch NFL football. I don't really watch none of that nothing on mainstream television. Everything I watch is either through streaming services or on the laptop, on my tablet. But I don't really watch no I don't watch the Negro Fetching League at all. I stopped that back with Kaepernick. Shit, really before Kaepernick. Before Kaepernick even took a knee, I stopped watching the NFL. I started calling it the Negro Fetching League back at that time, and I was like, I'm not watching that shit. A lot of Negroes can't say that. You know, I still support the Giants, but I don't watch the games. So I just support them in my energy, like, yeah, if the Giants win, so be it. Pleasant surprise. But if not, I'm not all up there like, oh shit, watching the games. Not like when my wife was alive, when we used to have shit. We used to do big shit on the game Saturdays, you know, way back before. And yeah, she stopped watching it too when Kaepernick took the knee. But way back then, me and her, we used to have big Super Bowl Sunday things. Everybody knew. When my first daughter was born, people used to come by the crib and shit. My wife would make this 7-layer dip. Oh man, I tried making that shit, man. That shit was not good at all. Cause I can't figure out what she put first. Did she put the refried beans, or where she put the meat at? I can't remember all that stuff. Oh, older memories. But I know that shit was good. I used to love when she made that. That was my favorite reason for making ground beef tacos during the week, because I knew come weekend she was gonna take that leftover ground taco meat and she was gonna turn it into a fucking dip worthy of the gods. Damn, girl. She's a good woman. They don't make them like her no more. My daughter was asking me that the other day. She was like, Dad, you gonna go on a date or something? I was like, wow, y'all trying to, I figure like they trying to get rid of me. Like, dang. Trying to make sure I grab everything I wanted to have, because, like I said, there was a lot of stuff I didn't get to, but I'd like to get to it. Yeah, I mean, I just can't believe that how they doing the American people. Even if they're a bunch of hillbillies, and some people told me that some of these were sundown towns. I don't know. I wasn't able to really pull up the information. And like I said, even if sundown towns, you know, that's the ancestors gonna get their ass, so they, you know, that's neither here nor there for me. But you know, if for the ones that I know, because I hiked the Appalachian Trail, so I've been through some of those areas, especially that Biltmore area. I've been through that area, and the people were nice when I was there. You know, so I can't, all I can say is that I didn't have no like issues when I was hiking. And I'm talking about, I'm camping through that place, you know, and sometimes you catch a ride from just the local people from one area to the next. And yeah, it was pretty nice out there. I don't recall anybody yelling the N-word or, hey, you niggers, you can't camp here. Me and my wife, we had a great time. It was a good time. I don't recall ever. See, that's what you got to do when you're young. When you first get together, I always tell people when I have some young people fellowship with me and they want to talk about, you know, relationships with their significant other or before they get married or something. I say, well, a good way that you find out if you can really tolerate someone is through hardship, because that's when you're going to see a person's real, who they really are. So a good way to learn and go through some type of hardships is to take the camping, which is called is the hike, is to take the Appalachian Trail. You know, some people do the whole thing, Maine to Georgia, Georgia to Maine. We did it from Virginia to Georgia, and then we did Virginia to Maine. So we split it up in between, because we lived in Virginia. So we started from Virginia, went to Georgia, and from Georgia back to Virginia, waited a couple of months, and then did, you know, waited for spring again, and then did from Virginia to Maine and back before the winter set in. So yeah, those are good trips. That's when you really get to know somebody. When you going, because when you hiking and camping like that, you're gonna go through some hardships. You're gonna forget stuff. Somebody gonna forget the money. Somebody might lose their ID or their wallet along the thing. That's when you're gonna see the real person, when you're going through adversity and hardship. So I'd suggest always to somebody like that, take a really nice long hiking and camping trip. That's when you're gonna see that person. When you and that person have to be isolated and y'all have to be together. Either y'all gonna work together or y'all gonna fall apart. And that's gonna tell the tale of the tape. Let's keep it going.
I wanna switch topics, but because this is a very controversial talking point on the internet, right? I go on TikTok and I see a lot of UK people speaking about black Americans, right? So what a lot of people, the UK, Africans, Caribbeans, a lot of their talking points is black Americans or FBAs don't have culture. What do you say to those people who say that?
That's a projection. That's a projection because we are the culture here. Our lineage goes back to this country longer than the lineage to their country because their countries are relatively new, especially over there in West Africa. Many of, not just West Africa, all of Africa, many of those countries were basically created in the 1800s at the Berlin Conference. So they don't have a deep, rich culture. That's why a lot of them have to leave because of a lot of tribalism. They're not as deeply rooted as they're supposed to be. So they do a lot of projecting onto us. Our culture is so deeply rooted here. Everything about American culture that is good comes from foundational Black Americans.
True.
The food, the dance, the slang, the sports, the entertainment.
Dress, yeah.
They try to say you can't use those examples nowadays.
Why can't we? Foundational Black Americans created the modern doorknob. We created the modern toilet. We created modern dry cleaning. So many things that we created. We created the modern home security system. I mean, we've had 50,000 patents. We can claim all of this stuff. All of the music genres was created by foundational Black Americans. We are the culture. And they know this because if you go to their countries, they're acting like us. We're not acting like them. They got on baseball hats and Nike shoes and stuff that we're wearing.
That's a fact.
90-degree weather.
Right. They ain't wearing kente cloth sweatpants. They're wearing Nikes and Adidas like we're wearing.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. So even when you went to say about how the countries in West Africa, like I've seen an old map of Africa before they had the invisible lines with the borders with the countries, and like you said, those countries didn't exist until like the time frame you said. So you know, when I hear this this conversation, and I think you seen one of our clips. It was a Haitian woman, and she was like,
I definitely remember that.
You know, she was sitting on the couch and she was just like, "Oh, I can't date a Black American because Black Americans don't have any cultures," and that one just went crazy online because it just. While she's dressed like an American Black woman, she's sitting there talking about Black Americans don't have, like, you know what I mean? So that is always a kind of divisive talking point in the diaspora.
And they can never tell us what their culture is. Because when people call up to our lives and start talking about culture, I ask, what is your culture? They can never give an answer. You understand? We can give answers to what our culture is, all of the music and the foods. We can give that. But they can't really give an answer to what their culture is.
So,
and that's no disrespect to our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. We got love for you, but those who come over and try to denigrate us and project this weird thing, we will check them.
Why is it so easy for everyone to attack, you know, the culture of Black Americans?
The thing is, this is the game they play. With us, we are so inclusive. We share our culture with everybody. We're too damn nice.
Too damn nice.
That's been the problem, because whenever we do something, we say, okay, we chop it up to just global Africanness. We've been on that. So if we do something positive, we'll say, hey, our African brothers, you know, we got it, you know, probably from some tribe or whatever. We're share it with everybody. For a long time, we were sharing hip hop with the Caribbeans because they were like, well, Caribbeans help do it. And we're like, not really, but we'll share. We're all Black. We had that type of thing. And that was a mistake. Because what happens is a lot of these people who didn't create anything, we give them something, then they take it for granted and then say, hey, you know what? I did it and y'all didn't do shit and y'all ain't got no culture and we do. And we're saying, hey, we ain't playing that game no more.
Hold on. Yeah, we back. They was bugging for a second, so I had to fix that. But as I said, yeah, as our brother Tariq said, we are the motherfucking culture. Everybody sit around dressing like us, looking like us, and wanting to be like us. But at the same time, talking crazy-ish about us. These people are crazy. I remember this brother had this one funny ass exchange with this Caribbean woman on the bus in New York. I'm gonna play that joint because I remember that joint. That showed the prime example. I always play this to show people like what it was like living in New York. That's why I got the hell out of New York, because I knew all these damn tethers was just coming to New York and they were whining and complaining all the damn time about stuff that we as a normal New Yorker, you just didn't complain. You on the damn bus, you didn't complain about how many stops the damn bus had. You would just be thinking in your head about, man, I got to get a fucking car because I can't do this bus shit no more. That's how you would be. You wouldn't be sitting there complaining. And so this is another brother in D.C. who's running across that same Latino guy. And this Latino guy is going around D.C. causing problems with black people. So I want y'all to watch and pay attention to his TikTok. This is the same guy who got that brother's business closed down. Y'all better be wary of these your so-called black and brown coalition. This is your brown folks, your so-called Latinos who want to be white adjacent. Y'all better pay attention. They no different than the WS's.
Live here. This none of your fucking business. It is my business because I live here, you dumb pendejo. Stupid motherfucker. Andate a la verga, pues. Vete pa' allá, pendejo. You speak Spanish? What, you think I don't? Fluently. You think I don't? Let's speak Spanish. You think I don't? I'm not saying nothing. You know, he lives here, not you.
Tranquilo, Chopin. Ahorita yo estoy grabando esto.
You don't live here. You don't live here. Do you live here? Do you live here? No, you don't. Pendejo. You too.
And the one who's videotaping, that's the guy who was doing the DoorDash, who was in the goddamn store, who the brother was yelling at about learn to speak English. This is the same Venezuelan guy. Also, there's video of him where he's stopping his moped in the middle of the damn street. And you see how they just let them work on their cars in the goddamn parking lot? I remember me and my friend, we were putting Gucci covers and stuff inside the cars. We wasn't even really working on the cars, just putting the covers on the interiors. And the police wouldn't let us do that. But they let these Latinos sit out here and turn your parking lot into a goddamn whole damn garage. And they don't say nothing to them. That's why I keep telling y'all, law enforcement is down with all this mass immigration. Why you think when you saw in Chicago, just like out here in Virginia, where did they start putting the immigrants in the airports and in the police stations first? That's exactly what they did. So when you start seeing these people become police officers, know that they were being bred to be in this position from the minute they brought them here.
Asshole. Two fucking stupidos. Fucking dickhead. Both of you motherfuckers. I don't care about you recording me. I live here. You don't. So you can record me all day. You don't know what you're talking about, huh? I do know what I'm talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. He knows this, and you know this too. Then why?
And that's what I wanted to just say. These people are not here to be our friends. We don't have no friends. Stop thinking there's some coalition with these people. These people are the damn ops. And y'all better, the sooner you Negroes wake up, the better off, man. The better off we'll be, because Kamala the chameleon doesn't plan on stopping. And she's going to flood the zone with these people. And y'all can sit up here and play like it ain't going to happen or not. But it's going to happen. And just as they showing the poor whites with all what happened in North Carolina, this is a wake up call to the poor whites that, hey, look, your government don't give a damn about you. Here's $750. Why ain't no Republicans out there stomping the yard for y'all? Why they not out there screaming? Why they trying to arrest common white folks who want to come out and help their people for flying a helicopter in to deliver food? Why they threatening those folks with arrest and stuff? Because the government damn sure ain't there to help them. These people walking out the back of the woods like it's a damn zombie apocalypse. And ain't nobody there helping them. Okay, white lady, what got you angry?
They're taking the donations in Tennessee. Red Cross, FEMA, TEMA have come in and confiscated all of the donations that were given to the local high schools. They're taking control of additional volunteer schools. And if anyone wants access to the donations that they were given for help, they have to go through an approval process. All monetary donations taken and moved into a TEMA account, which means that they won't even be used fully for the Helene disaster. It's like they're turning local relief efforts into a mess of bureaucracy. When did it get this bad? Because FEMA is supposed to come in, Red Cross is supposed to come in and hand you water and give you donations and help and be there for you, but instead they're confiscating it and arresting people who are actually trying to help. Yes, the volunteers, they've been told to leave and can't even help people anymore unless they're trained by the United Way. The same people who were already out there making a difference, and now they're being pushed out and told to go home or they will be arrested. This is a total insult to all of the local volunteers who were doing the real work before these bureaucratic agencies stepped in and took over.
Well, there you go. You got the white helper moms. They are upset. They are not going to be happy about this. That's another base I don't think Kamala and them wanted to alienate, but they don't seem to really give a damn who they alienate any longer. It's just like, damn if I do, damned if I don't. Word up. We're going to try to slip past. We're just trying to get a few of those things left over. We're going to get that. We're going to get our sister down there, and then we're going to keep on moving. Keep on moving. Don't stop. No. Keep on moving. Don't stop. No.
If you look online, if you go online and search, we go online and search for grants and loans and everything specifically for black men. There's none.
NAACP don't have. They have plenty of awards and scholarships for, and that just shows you how America treats black people as a whole. It's America.
But that's the point we're trying to get to, y'all. That the reason we're not as far as people come from other countries and get is because.
No, I'm sorry. No, this is not to be ignorant, because you still haven't answered my question as to what us.
You want to know the name of
the
grant?
Specific grant?
Like, I don't get what you're saying.
Not even just that, because there isn't anything specific that we're receiving.
But hold on. You have not pointed out any simple, direct way you can know that black people are lazy, but yet y'all can claim and give us that title.
I know one
You don't know. You don't know that. This is what
Chinese people give y'all that title.
No. Africans as well. A lot of foreign people or immigrant people are doing that. We're not going to cut the slack. It's everybody doing that shit to black Americans.
But do you know how hard it is? No, listen. Do you know how hard it is to leave your country, our home, Africa, wherever in Africa, to now even get a visa in itself? It's hard.
You know how hard it is to build America for free,
right now, though,
and not to get anything? Because you're only speaking from an African perspective.
But if it's so hard, why do millions of people do it every day, every year, every week, every month?
I don't want it to negate from what you're trying to say. Listen.
Yeah, it's so hard to leave Africa, but why all y'all niggas doing it? All I see is niggas in inner tubes all day long, floating across Europe, getting shot up when they get over there, coming over here, fleeing over here. If it's so hard to leave your homes, why the hell are y'all doing it all day, every day? And why don't y'all ever go back? Why? Cause it's cap, honey. Stop it.
Listen, hold
What is
on,
the
sweetheart.
shit that
No,
they give for school
Scholarships.
not the scholarships, but they had and they took away the rights recently.
Affirmative action.
Affirmative action. Look, that's being spread between. That was just supposed to be for African Americans,
African
and
American,
they just
right?
made that shit for the whole anybody.
But what
It's the government
I
thing.
don't want to happen is I
But
don't want no one to take away from the hard work that Africans are doing to get to where they are. We're not getting
we not
anything
doing that.
free.
It's always the government. It's the government. It's the government. See, that's why we stay here and we fight our government. Y'all get up and start running. And then y'all get over here and start talking about, oh, why are we so much better? Why are we doing all this? You ain't in Africa doing so much better. So don't come over here and talk. You know, if we went over to your country and tried to undermine y'all, we would be killed, unalived. Y'all come over here undermining us all day, every day, putting y'all fingers into our situations, telling us what we ain't gonna get and what we shouldn't get. We don't be even talking and thinking about you people.
If you look online, if you go online and search, we go online and search for grants and loans and everything specifically for black men. There's none.
And
But then that just
NAACP don't
shows-
have they
that
have plenty of awards and scholarships
And-
for
She capping. I don't like listening too much of that tether babble. Just them they made it. They went kind of viral, but they mainly just freaking babbling. A whole bunch of babble. Wait, I think. Oh yeah. We gonna kind of get into that too because that Jaguar right. She's a problem. She's a very serious problem. And I don't think she should be allowed to say what she's saying if she's saying she was in these rooms. Honey, that means you implicating yourself. That's why I told people if you listen to a motherfucker talk long enough, they're gonna put themselves in the same damn room where all this shit happening. And she's already put herself in the same damn rooms. Let's keep it going, sis.
So I have a question for all of the rude, delusional, not living in reality Kamala Harris supporters out there. Instead of getting mad at me and people like me, why don't you take that energy and point it towards her when she's the one in charge? See, and this is especially in regard to one of the previous videos I made where I was talking about how ICE confirmed that there were over 425,000 illegal alien criminals in this country. This is ICE confirming this, not me. This is also the Department of Homeland Security confirming this, several other sources. But instead of getting mad at Kamala Harris, people come and get in the comments and get mad at me. But I think you all need to realize one thing. I am not in office. I am not vice president. I am not president. There's no video footage of me being called the border czar. There's no video footage of me being put in charge of the border by Joe Biden. Why don't you take all that anger that you have towards me and other conservatives for telling the truth? Why don't you take that and point it towards the person who's in charge of this mess?
Well, there you have it. She said what she said. She said, stop putting all the damn heat on me and the onus on me and be mad with the person who caused the damn problem. Which she ain't wrong. She ain't wrong. She ain't wrong at all. I think we covered all that stuff I wanted to cover that was kind of old back there. Wait, what is this one? We'll try to add that. We'll see. I'm trying to make sure I cover all the stuff I backtracked because I wanted to make sure I get everything I was talking about this week. I'm not going to keep y'all that long. The
I think at the end of the day, it comes down to respect. Like it don't have to. You don't have to be like, oh, what part are you from? You just know that that's my brother because he's black. If we take out the countries, or whatever, everybody the same color, and the white people here gonna treat us all the same. They don't pull you over and be like, oh, you African?
Exactly.
All
That's
right.
why.
I'm gonna leave you alone.
Can I tell you why it hurts though? Only because we are not going to Africa speaking that rhetoric towards you guys. You guys are flying over here speaking that rhetoric about us.
That's like us going over there like, damn, like y'all got all these resources.
but
Why y'all ain't do nothing with these resources? Y'all letting the Chinese come in and dictate everything. Why y'all
Exactly.
ain't, if I was over here, I would have been did all. We got all the natural resources. I would have been did. Africa would have been fucking Wakanda by now. Like that's like us saying that same rhetoric.
Word up. If we was over there with all that, Africa definitely would be Wakanda right now. But instead, y'all just get up and run over here and then act like you're doing so much better because you went 400,000 miles to get a damn job. That's what a lot of you people don't tell y'all. You just went a long distance to get a job. That's all. Stop sizing yourself up. For sure. Stop sizing yourself up. What did my little bird chickadee say right there? We'll check and see what she had to say. Well, here go my other sister laughing about I think she's laughing about the 750.
Oh my God, people. You cannot make this up. Mickey Edwards, the Heritage Foundation trustee, endorsed Kamala Harris. Now, if you don't know about Heritage Foundation and Project 2025, Heritage Foundation is a...
And yeah, I thought that was funny. And you notice the Negroes got quiet. All of a sudden, you ain't hear Project 2025. And that's been like 4 days. This chick, I had downloaded this 4 days ago, I remember. And I said, it's so funny. They came out and endorsed her, the Heritage Foundation, the people with the Project 2025, they came out and endorsed Kamala Harris. All of a sudden, the Negroes went quiet. It's like almost overnight, they stopped bringing up Project 2025. Go look it up. I bet you don't hear no Democrats bring that up for the next 31 days. 31 days till election. I bet you no Democrats bring that shit up. I bet you don't hear them bring up Project 2025 no more. Because the people who doing Project 2025 have endorsed Kamala Harris. Because we already under Project 2025, idiots.
Is a think tank, and they are the ones that are responsible for Project 2025. Kamala Harris, I don't know what they're going to do because they spent all this money, $370 million, on trying to tie Trump to this Project 2025, and now the trustee of Heritage Foundation, the people responsible for it, just came out and said, I'm endorsing Kamala Harris. You can't make this up, people.
You can't make that shit up at all. So they sat here scaring your ass, talking about, oh Lord, Project 2025, they're going to put you in chains and all this, that, and the third. And yet here they are being endorsed by Project 2025. And y'all still going to vote for this lady. Y'all still gonna vote for her. Y'all gonna still vote for her. Oh yeah, let's drop the joint from we'll go with this and then we're gonna go that because I gotta have that Pink Book Lessons joint on there. Cause our sister Pink Book Lessons, she really tore into her ass. Salute to our wonderful sister over there. Make sure y'all follow her on TikTok at Pink_Book Lessons. I believe it's like that. And then Pink Book Lessons on YouTube. Wonderful sister, dropping nothing but hot fire all the damn time. Stay up with the new black media. She definitely in that realm, my sister. People forget to add her in there, but she definitely in that new black media realm for me. Let's keep it going.
Now you're with your children. We've heard of stories of mothers trying to save their children from the rushing waters. Can you tell us how that was for you?
Now, I wasn't sure if this was from the hurricane, but when I was looking up the hurricane, this popped up. but I don't know if this was from it. Was this from Katrina? I'm not sure. I could not tell, but this was weird because the way she was yelling at the broad. But I don't think this was from the North Carolina, but it's just weird.
What's 4 feet of water to go get them food on the first date? Yeah, that's a lot of But y'all sitting here, y'all trying to interview people during their worst times. Like, that's not the smartest thing to do. Like, people are really breaking down, and y'all sitting here with cameras and microphones trying to ask us what the is wrong with us. And you really trying to understand it with the microphone still in my face, with me shivering cold, with my kids wet, and you still putting the microphone in my face.
But it was terrible, yeah. I didn't see that, though, at the North Carolina thing. Nobody go crazy like that. But yeah, I was trying to I posted that because I wanted somebody to tell me when that video was, because I couldn't really understand when that video, what it was and when it came. But yeah, it was a terrible video if you ask me. Yeah, I gotta get that Pink Book Lessons joint. I think our brother, he yelled at us, and I don't think I played his yelling about the port. But we may let him just yell at us about it anyway, because we missed it. Because I don't know if I did it when it happened. I like I said, I told you I went to the studio and stuff this week, so went to do all this stuff, and I'm in there editing. I'm doing most of the editing in there myself. There's an engineer in there, but he saw I could do my own work, so I'm basically trying to do my own shit in there. I just felt it'd be better to use a bigger board than just using my damn laptop and my little small joint. But I feel like some of the shit I did on my small joint is just as good as what I just did in the lab. Well, let's get little Chickadee head in here. Let's see what she got to say.
When I tell you I don't care what's going on in Israel, Iran, Palestine, Haiti, Venezuela, Mars, the second moon, I don't care. I don't care what's going on with none of that. We're Americans. Americans are struggling. America is crumbling. And we more concerned about flying everybody's flag. Are the French people flying the American flag right now? How y'all had France's flag all on y'all profile picture? Are the Palestinians flying the American flag right now the way y'all got Palestine and watermelons all in y'all names? Like, y'all need to lock in. We're Americans, okay? Patriotism is necessary. Patriotism right now is not going to hurt us. It's going to benefit us. Lock in to America.
She right now, while we watching Americans get treated like shit, I'm not into all this foreign people stuff. We don't. I'm under the cusp of we don't need no more white folks here. We already got enough. What was going on in this one? We'll add that. We don't know what was going on there, but we'll add it. So this is the Saturday slide. We're going to slide through a bunch of shit. Let's keep it going.
I think what people are waking up to in America is that most of the goods that we have here in the U.S., what we eat, what we wear, what we use, comes through ports like these in these container ships behind us. Last year, $588 billion worth of goods came through these ports. So this is a big deal. It touches a lot of America.
Yeah, I don't know what he was babbling on about right there. But we know that that's been averted. The whole dock situation, that's been averted. There's a real bad situation down there in one of these places where the storm did take place. That, to me, was very concerning. That, some of these people who got swept away were saying that, that the plastic company threatened them that they couldn't leave. And I don't know. We'll listen to God's testimony on that. Because I don't know what y'all would do, but if it was a major situation looking weird, I'd just fuck that job. If I don't have it the next day, I just don't have it. I would have left. But at the same time, how would you have gotten out of here? Because if the water came that far, would you been able to make it if you drove away in your car? Or should you have left way sooner? But anyway, we're getting back to Mrs. Harris and her BS. Let's let Pink Book Lessons tell you.
Not most, will want to talk about it. And I say, okay, if you want to have this conversation, I'm prepared to have it, but sit down and get comfortable for a few hours. If you want to start talking about race in America, you want to talk about the 1/8 rule? You want to talk about what it means in terms of who you are?
We ain't gotta sit and talk for no couple of hours if I'm black. Nigga, I'm black and that's it, nigga. What do you mean? The 1/8 rule. Bitch, you not even a 1/4 of anything but Hindu, Punjabi, Brahmin, Tamil. What the hell is she talking about? The 1/8 rule. This woman trying to play us in the face, and she got these dumb Negroes up here. Matt Barnes. Negro, you know you drove like 4 hours to fight another nigga over the woman that left you, nigga. That must be that Italian side of you, Matt Barnes. And Captain Jack, shut your ass up. You was in the stands fighting some Latinos that was calling you the N-word. So stop it. Big old checkerboard suit.
Who you are perceived to be and the impact that can have on the rest of your life, regardless of who you actually are in terms of your God-given capacity.
If you knew how much of an impact it was to be black and the things black people went through, it's crazy you would know all of that but still say this.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
And stop talking about some one-drop rule. That's American culture and part of the original Black American story. You're neither black or Black American. So stop trying to cloak yourself in blackness to hide the fact that you come from Irish slave masters on both sides.
Yeah, that's what I want to say. Like, you have nothing connected to the America. There's no one-drop rule going on in Jamaica. There was none of that in Canada. Honey? Like, this woman tries to enmesh herself and you goofy Negroes fall for it instead of doing your work and your due diligence. This should be an insult to you. That these people think they can just attach themselves to your lineage by saying, hey, my skin color look like y'all, I'm black. No, you're not. Black? I'm not black. I'm actually brown. I'm the real fucking copper color brown motherfucker. But black is my culture. Black is my identity. Black is my mind, body, soul, and spirit. The same way James Brown came out. I'm black and I'm proud. Because we took on the moniker. We were called colored, nigger, negro, all these other names. We took the moniker. We identified ourselves just black. Black power to the last hour. That's what we did. That's why it's disrespectful to let Kamala the cosplaying chameleon play like she's one of us. Very disrespectful.
Sides of your daddy's family. And the real reason you have an issue when Black Americans discuss tangibles is because you have a history, lineage, and bloodline of anti-black ideology and colorism on both sides of your family. We're not even going to talk about your mama's family and their disgust for even darker skinned Indians. See, Kamala up here talking about having that conversation, but lady, I don't expect for you to have that conversation with Beavis and Butthead or anyone in the mainstream media or co-signed by the mainstream media. No way, I don't expect that because all of them are protecting you, along with the black boule that's also holding you up right now as their curry queen. So no, stop pretending like you really want to have this conversation. You've been doing nothing but running away from it.
And the rights that you have and should have. So, I don't mess with that. I think that's other people trying to figure some stuff out that and they got some issues. They got to deal with it.
Listen, it's very clear. This pretending chameleon is trying to scam everybody. She's 100% aware of these games that she's trying to play on people, especially the brainwashing that she's been doing to black people. Maybe this would have worked about 15 years ago or even 10 years ago, but it's 2024 and nobody's buying it. Let's go ahead and get the conversation started. Tell me what you think about this in the comments. Special thank you to Elmer. I appreciate you, Elmer, for all of your support for the channel, as well as Adrian. If you want to show your support for the channel too, you have to use PayPal for now. The link is below. Ladies, fellas, want a balanced analysis, want the truth from a woman's perspective? Then you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like and share.
Damn, they must be messing with my sister Water because you normally, because I was giving her money through Cash App. So these people always find a way. When they see an effective black person, boy, that's the first thing they do. If they get out there and try to make that person ineffective, they do not be playing, boy. Let me see. Because I got this guy. I want to make sure I get his story connected with the other story. There he is. Let me see. I want to make sure I got his story. Okay. Yeah, I want to attach his story. We'll get his story in a minute. I want to make sure I get his story. I was going to do her joint, but damn, that's 8 minutes, shorty. You can't do that. We ain't doing no 8-minute jokes. But yeah, we'll get to our, this dude's story in just a minute. We'll go and play 2 so we can wipe it out and then throw him up in there. Because I think that story is important. It's going to play out in the next couple of days because we're going to hear and see what's going on. And whoever this company is. What's good? Most Hated Bronze. What's good, my brother? What's good? How you doing? How's your weekend going? Hope you're having a blessed Saturday moving into Sunday. Oh yeah, we don't want the kung fu fighting going on right there. We'll play that. I'll say that. That'll be on Instagram. They be acting weird over here.
$750 funky ass dollars. Are you shitting me, Hoochie Mama? Who would think that this administration would do anything and everything in their fucking power to satisfy their last remaining NPC supporters? But oh, I was fucking wrong. And Sleepy fucking Joe, go to sleep, Sleepy Joe, decided to make the decision of giving all these hurricane victims $750 funky ass dollars. You can't even buy a bottle of Louis Lou with that. Ask Puff Daddy. But they got all the money in the world to give to these illegal immigrants. They got all the money in the world to give to Ukrainians. Got all the money in the world to give it to their fucking pocketbooks. Wearing Versace and Gucci and Louis Vuitton and all the other shit. Houses, mansions, yachts, jet skis. And Sleepy Joe 28,000 fucking beach vacation. And have the audacity to ask us, the American people, to help donate their hard-earned money. They trying to pull a fucking Oprah and Dwayne Johnson on us. I know a lot of you people gonna be like, well, you people in your country have it good. Y'all don't have. So what? That makes it right? Don't be mad at us because you was born in your funky ass country. The fuck is our tax dollars that our taxes should be taking care of this? Where's FEMA? Oh, I'm sorry. FEMA is apparently allegedly getting all the fucking money to the immigrants. You know, this shit used to be sad. Then it transitioned from sad to laughter because that's all you can fucking do. But at this point, I don't feel anything. Neo need to come on down here and wake all of us up. I tell you, boy, November 5th can't come no sooner. Ooh, we celebrating like a motherfucker.
Yo, for sure. It's like insurance. You pay all this money to insurance, and then when something happens, your insurance company does everything in their power to not pay you. Do y'all not think about that? Like how weird that is? Even when you paying into your medical insurance, you paying a copay, they always trying to find a way to not treat you or not give you what you need. That's why I tell people, you got to take your power into your own hand, and it start with you being young. So to some of my young folks out there, make sure you start out early. Your health is your wealth, man. Stop eating so many white foods. Stop eating so much saturated fat early. You know. Damn. Just try to eat a lot of vegetables, young people. Figure out ways to make that vegetables wonderful. Enjoy that, my family. Word up. Let's keep it going. I mean, but yeah, that's $750. That's got a lot of people, you know, people are talking about it. You know, I saw so many different TikToks about it that it's not going to bode well for them. It really ain't going to bode well for them. Okay. We're going to get that guy in here. Here we go. We'll go with that one. And then him right behind it. He may actually be in both. So if we get that figured out. Hey, I bring it every day. How you doing? How you doing? I don't know if you ever be seeing me. I'll be saying what's up in your Instagrams. I'll be over there in your lives. I don't never know if you see or not. I try to say hello over there, then I try to head over to your YouTube and subscribe over there as well. Always. I need to be attaching this over there. I keep forgetting to. Like I said, this week I've been in the studio. I've been doing a lot of different things. Plus, like I said, I'm shooting my intro and all that. Trying to upgrade the channel. Have a bunch of new things happening. But I'm doing it all by myself. So it's like, you know, my daughters may pop in to help me on a few things, but it's just basically me. Just basically me. But let's keep it going with this woman again, Lord, before we get to this guy.
And the federal relief and assistance that we have been providing has included FEMA providing $750 for folks who need immediate needs being met, such as food, baby formula, and the like. And you can apply now for anyone who's watching this who has been affected.
Now tell me, how are they going to get the damn 750? They don't have no Wi-Fi over there. Barely any working phones, barely any laptops or anything survived through all that mess over there. Even I seen a story where they said the people who from FEMA who were coming in there, they don't even have a ability to connect and get these people anything out there. So what's going on for show? You got a woman saying there's money in FEMA. Then you got the president saying we got to ask for more money. Who's telling the truth? You see what I'm trying to say right now? There's a lot of incompetence going on here. And for the American people. For the American people. Our tax dollars should be going to Americans before they're going to foreign entities first. I'm sorry. I know y'all want to be humanity, but our humanity comes first. It should be Americans first, then we worry about other people and groups. And I don't want to hear about who's being destabilized over there. God damn it. Stop blaming the government and stand up on business. Oh, matter of fact, before I get to I'll get to the tough granny, because I wanted people to see the tough grannies, because we need more of these type of grannies in our neighborhoods. But we're going to get to this dude real quick and hear their situation, what's going on over there. And we'll hear from the first report, and then we'll go to this gentleman's testimony.
Oh my God. This is video Robert Jarvis took last Friday as water started to rise outside the Tennessee plastics factory where he worked.
Within like 3 minutes, it went from here to about here.
Despite the threat of flooding, Jarvis says his manager initially told employees they could not leave. He says it wasn't until the plant lost power and the water kept rising they were finally told to go home.
What were the conditions like? It was water was up about my waist, and everybody was in pure panic mode, not knowing what to do. We're looking for instructions on how to get out of here. We have no evacuation plan whatsoever.
6 of his co-workers are missing after a truck they were in tipped over in the raging floodwaters. 1 employee has been confirmed dead. Others say they survived for hours by clinging to these yellow spools manufactured at the factory until they were rescued, according to local reports.
Innocent people that shouldn't have died. I mean, these people were like my family. We worked together every day, and it was senseless.
In a statement, Impact Plastics said at no time were employees told that they would be fired if they left the facility.
The fact that the company has said that no one was told they couldn't leave.
That's a lie. That's a lie. They just left us to die.
That's crazy. That's what I'm saying. These people, they're gonna have to deal with this. If, like I said, you know, that's old boy's video footage right there. And I guess that was him right there. And I guess they playing on, because I seen another statement where they playing like, oh, because he kind of like touched in the head. They trying to play like he don't know what he went through. I'll tell you that's one thing. Even if you touched in your head, if you went through some type of damn trauma, you going to remember that trauma. Ain't no way around that. So, whatever that guy went through, whatever they're trying to deny, that man knows for a fact that something went wrong and it wasn't right. Let's let him finish telling y'all his own story, and then we're going to get to Tough Grandma.
Why'd you make us work that day? Why? We shouldn't have worked. We shouldn't have been there. None of us should have been there.
Peter Jarvis was working at Impact Plastics factory in Erwin, Tennessee when Hurricane Helene caused floodwaters to rush in.
I said, can we leave? And the woman said, no, not until I speak with Jerry. About 10 minutes later, she came back and said, y'all can leave. It was too late.
11 employees were swept away in the waters. Jarvis and 4 other workers were rescued, but 2 died. Rescue crews are still searching for 4 others, and that includes 29-year-old Rosa Andrade.
She knew that maybe she wasn't going to be able to get out, especially if she doesn't know how to swim.
In a video statement, the CEO of Impact Plastics denied the factory made the workers stay.
The findings are that employees were told to leave the plant at least 45 minutes before the gigantic force of the flood hit the industrial park. There was time to escape. Employees were not told at any time that they would.
Now I'm calling cap right here on this guy, because 45 minutes, if you're saying it was 45 minutes by that time, then that's already capped, because it was already 10 minutes from the people when they went outside to try to get to their cars that the water was already flooding. So even 45 minutes wasn't enough time. Those people shouldn't have even been at work today. They should have been told to stay at home today. Whoever the managers was supposed to be like, yeah, they saying it's going to be a hurricane. Man, don't come in. I've been a manager at different jobs and positions, and when stuff wasn't looking right, I just told people don't come in. I remember when 9/11 happened. I remember that day. It shut down every day, everything. I was managing Petco at that time, and I stopped. I remember how bad the traffic was, and I called my boss. I was like, "There's no reason to have a damn pet store open today." And I was like, I'm calling employees, and I was like, I'll stay for another hour or two. But yeah, I'm calling everybody, telling them not to come in. I made the decision myself. So if I was gonna get in trouble, it was gonna be me getting in trouble. And I told them I'm closing the store. I didn't wait for management and what's the name. I told them they could call me at home. If they want me to come back up and open the store, I'll come back and open the store. But it's not opening. They closed down because we real close to like the Pentagon. We not that close, but we only 45 minutes from DC. So all that traffic backed up down Route 7 all the way back into here. And I was like, people had done got out their cars, people looking in the air. We got the FAA building not too far from us, so they had a lot of military all up there because they were saying they was attacking the FAA buildings. It was real crazy. I just remember how 9/11 was. And it was, if you lived anywhere around the DC metropolitan area, it was even crazier. So, because we had people that drive all the way from West Virginia and Maryland to come work, all the way out here in Virginia. And I was like, man, it ain't going to be no work today. Shut this joint down. But, yeah, I'm calling cap on this guy.
At any time that they would be fired if they left the plant. To our knowledge, no one perished while on company property.
The state of Tennessee has opened 2 investigations to determine the circumstances that led to the workplace fatalities. The company says it is cooperating with those investigations.
The trucks is right there on the property. The trucks did not get far off the property, man. Because it's hard to drive a damn semi through the damn water. But let's give a kudos to the strong grandmas out here who don't play and don't take no shit. We appreciate you, libraries. We love y'all, and we need more of y'all out here. Because, boy, the grandmamas they got right now, they ain't going to make it. But this grandmama, we love her right here.
I don't care what you got. Put it in your pocket and y'all get ready to go. Okay? You know you don't do this in Granite.
Okay,
and that right there knows. The last time he was here, I sent him away from here. Am I right? So you ought to told him. Am I right?
I like how Granny right there, like, that one there, that one he should known. He should have told y'all. That's that old school Granny right there.
Told him. Am I right? Because Granny don't play this.
Okay, Granny.
Y'all want to get somewhere to do something like this? Go to a park. Because this ain't a park. You hear me? I'm going to give you 10 minutes to get out from over here in front of my house. If not, I'll bring my pistol out here and I'll shoot it. And to do nothing here unless I tell you. If you do, I got something for you.
What you got? What you got?
I tell you what, within a second, the whole yard be clear.
Wait.
She about to come out there with that Dirty Harry. Y'all better not be playing with them old sisters, them old grannies. They come out there with the damn long-ass 45. Your ass be screaming, Uncle. Granny is not playing. We love those grannies right there. She said it too. She ain't say my gun. She said my pistol. So you know Granny right there, at least 80, almost 90 something. She talking about she got a pistol. You fuck around with her. Your ass, what my grandmother used to say, you be pushing up daisies. Oh, those old grannies don't be playing, boy. Fuck around if you want to. She told you, y'all got 10 minutes. Whatever you got going on, put it in your pockets. You gotta love them old grannies. She not playing at all. Yeah, I don't think we can even play that joint because they act like if you show somebody getting whooped on, like you inciting something. But there was this immigrant like merchant seller. He was selling something at a Trump thing, and he got his ass whooped on by 2 Trump supporters. But his immigrant comrade that was there with him didn't do anything to help him out. He just watched his old boy get beat up. It was crazy, man. Yeah, y'all can go see the footage. I'm going to post it on my Instagram. I forgot to post it earlier. But like I said, I was doing a lot of stuff, and then I was eating. I keep forgetting I was eating crabs, and then I was watching the Alabama football game. They asses lost. Maybe it's because that boy painting his fingernails. I just found out that the young boy, he's painting his damn fingernails. Lord have mercy. I don't know what y'all get out of it. But there's many other ways you can support your sisters, support your mamas, support your girl cousins, whatever, without putting on high heels and painting your damn fingernails. God damn. Just stop it. Just say that's what you like to do. It's the same way we say to Kamala Harris. Just say, hey, I'm an Indian woman. I've been saying it all this time. Why you got to try to pander and say you black? And why you got all these goofy Negroes trying to tell us you are? It would be better for her to just been an Indian woman. We would respect that. But now you sitting here, you playing in our face. And just watch this woman. When her teleprompter don't work, she can't even freestyle. Just FYI, most black people can freestyle. Just letting y'all know. We can go off the cuffs with almost anything we do. That's how you know she ain't black.
Remember his number? 32. Today we got 32 days until the election. So 32 days. 32 days. Remember his number? 32. Today we got 32 days until the election.
Watch the prompter break.
So 32 days. 32 days. Okay, we got some business to do. We got some business to do. All right. 32 days. And we know we will do it. And this is going to be a very tight race until the very end. This is going to be a very tight race until the very end. We are the underdog, and we know we have some hard work ahead.
How the hell are you the underdog and you're the goddamn incumbent administration? Can y'all explain that to me? That sounds like defeatist talk to me. That sounds like, yeah, well, we were the underdog, so let's already start talking that talk right now. So when we lose in November, you know, the people won't look at the party as though we didn't put the best candidate forward. We tried to shove somebody down y'all damn throat. Which this ain't going to work. Remember, Nancy Pelosi told us years ago she was going to use scorched earth tactics. And she said that specifically to black people. They don't like who we get, we'll get somebody worse and shove them down their throat. That's literally what she said. So scorched earth tactics. You know. No disrespect, like I said. But y'all gonna stop playing like this woman is a black woman. And I don't care who she dating. She ain't a black woman. And if she was so-called black, she didn't choose black. So that shows. You're gonna stop stuffing this lady down my throat. And try to keep it going. Try to keep it going. And we'll have a brother's observation. We'll have some observations here. Fair use, by the way, YouTube. Fair use, fair use. If y'all coming in, please hit that like and subscribe. I appreciate that. If you catch it on replay, please hit that like and that subscribe. It helps out the channel. Trying to do big things. Let's grow together. And we doing this shit organically. That's it. Let's go.
Peace, Ray. Look at this. This is my my little farm at my school. So I run an ag school. I know we ain't talking about this shit, but I run an agriculture school.
A lot of my growing family, like a lot of the gardeners and people I know on here who do gardening, like real dope stuff, we should like be thinking about this type of things too. Like there should be some of these brothers and sisters, we should be thinking like investing in them, like Broke Farm or you know, Jags and all of them, you know, the Beehive community, all the people who doing great things, growing, especially some of them like my sister Bayou Sugar. See, doing a lot of great things. Some of these people are so, to me, they have that feeling of me of being like an educator. So, you got people like 10. You want to get some of these brothers and sisters, and I think this would be a great, looking at this video was a great opportunity to me to think about ways we can help and reach out to our grow community, our gardening community, and spread this out to our youth. This is something we need to be spreading, family.
For kindergarten through 8th grade, it's my middle school right here. This is my campus, 11-acre campus.
This is wonderful.
I got 820 acres of trails going that way. Here's my pollinator garden. That's our country store. We do it like Shark Tank. These are those towers you just showed me about. Fruit trees. This is my greenhouse. Let me show you this inside here. So these are those towers you showed. And in this greenhouse, this is a grant right here. This starts end of September. We grow 400 head of lettuce on each one of these. These are our seed trays. Every child on my campus has placed a seed in here. And then when it grows, I'll show you where we transplant it. Here's some seedlings that we do. We sell all of these. We got our own farmers markets for the students. We just planted those towers. So they look like that one you just showed me. And then, let me show you this up here. So, see up there on the top where it says Hillslide Farm up there, that's our growing farm up there. So they take it from here, then they take it all the way up there. I got bees behind that building up there, goats, chickens, etc. And then this is the front of the campus. So we do artwork as well. So see those murals? So when y'all come in town, man, I have to bring you by the campus too. So when I say farming, I ain't just talking it, brother. Like, I live it personally, and then this is what I do during the day. I got 540 black children learning how to farm and make it profitable. So, all right, peace.
And did y'all hear that, brother? 450 black children. That's what he said. He didn't say black or brown. He said black children. And some of you will get mad at that because he's taking an emphasis on our kids. But yeah, we need an emphasis on our kids. People trying to mesh us together and stir us up in one big damn melting pot. No, we need to have our own things for black people. Sorry, some of y'all gonna get upset about that, but it's the truth. It's like y'all want to be around like-minded and people that look like you. We want the same thing too. We tired of being just one big nigga. We tired of being just all these people dumped on top of us. And then they come around us and tell us how much better they are than us. Let it be us like it used to be. And stop being afraid, or you intersectionalist ass Negroes. And if you want to be intersectionalist, be intersectionalist. Stop acting like everybody black need to be out here swirling because you are. I don't have a problem with who you date. Because of your childlike mindset, I'm not going to tell you anything about that. But anyway, stop telling us we got to do everything in one big group. Nah, I'm not just going to do anything just for black people. That's the problem. We've been sitting up here doing all this other stuff, and then what happens is everybody come in and push us out of our space and then say, what do you niggas want? We be the ones starting it. We the ones starting breakfast programs for children, and then people act like somebody else did it. We create hip-hop. Other people start claiming that somebody else did it. And it just goes on and on and on, the things that we created. And then other people come along and start deciding they want to be a part of it. The goddamn Boy Scouts of America, that's why you see they got a star too. When you look at the Boy Scouts of America, they copied off the Black Star Rangers that started out of Chicago and St. Louis and stuff. that spread amongst the young black boys and girls. Black Star Rangers were young black boys and girls who would go camping. And see, by calling it the Black Star Rangers, you didn't have to split it between boys and girls. You were a ranger. You were taught agriculture, aquaponics, all types of things that were nature oriented. You went camping to places like Greenfield in North Carolina, places where that were meant for black people. A lot of black people don't know there's a whole camping guidebook. I'm trying to remember the name of it. That's about places where it's safe for black people to go camping, because the surrounding population is mainly black, so you don't really have to worry about motherfuckers walking up on your campsite. You got a lot of those places out here in Virginia. A lot of the racism that you face in America started right here in Virginia. The whole talking about the one-drop rule, right here in Virginia. Plessy versus Ferguson, right here in Virginia. That's the one thing I learned when I first came to Virginia. Like, God damn, so many of the things that I think about that's bad about the damn country, it all start right here in damn America. Right here in Virginia. In Virginia. In Virginia. We'll keep it going, man. We want some stuff. We had a lot of stuff I was going to dump down on y'all, but we're going to try to get it quickly through. Let's listen to our wonderful sister here. She's very poignant in this, about four minutes. Let's let her go.
You know, at this point, the choice is very clear. So for you Democratic shills out there that's still trying to defend this administration, it's over. It's over. You've already had an example what it feels like when you are American first, despite if you don't like him. He always put American first. Now you have an example when you're American last. And they only give you $750 if there is a natural disaster that happened, because they have depleted the FEMA fund of $1.4 billion that was given out to illegal migrants for shelter and food and resources, just like we keep saying. But then they want to jump on the news and mainstream media and tell you that Republicans are lying.
And it's called the SSP Act. You can look that up. You can just Google that, SSP Act. It's an act where they were given the sleep, space protection something. Yeah. They gave out all the money.
They're the ones not passing the bills. They're the one that's holding up funding. No, Department of Homeland Security, the director, all of these people that's in government and in power, they are the ones that work for Biden and Harris. That's who's running this show right now. The natural disaster that happened in these states here, and they do not have no money. How can you get on TV and tell the American citizens, taxpayer citizens, that you don't have no money to give them because you spent it all for illegal migrants? Y'all take a look at this video from Fox News.
Alejandro Mayorkas sounding the alarm on FEMA funding right after the devastation of Hurricane Helene. Listen.
We are meeting the immediate needs with the money that we have. We are expecting another hurricane hitting. We do not have the funds. FEMA does not have the funds to make it through the season.
This all comes as
See, I just said a whole bunch of things. I was just saying, they sitting up here saying there is no money. And I said, well, they got a woman right now who's leading the FEMA charge, and she's saying that this is fake news. Now, did they use a woman because a woman will easily tell lies? Remember, they use Condoleezza Rice to tell a lie. They're using Kamala Harris right now to tell y'all a bunch of lies. Remember when Hillary Clinton got in there for Obama? She told a bunch of lies. That's why she stepped down. Let's keep it going.
Biden-Harris administration spent over $1 billion from a FEMA program on services for migrants.
I have to calm down because I'm really extremely pissed. I mean, I can only imagine. Like I said, I live in a hurricane area. I've seen our bridges and our roads filled with water, bayous, everything. It's just that we're in a flat area. But to look to see the devastation, I've never seen anything like that in my life. I mean, entire roads washed away. Same thing with Hurricane Katrina. And then you had Maui, with Hawaii, and what happened there. And in all of these situations, the government does not step up. And now it's at a point where they are telling the American people that they have depleted our funds. It's not like they didn't have the money. They just chose to use it a different way instead of what it was intended to be used for, which is for natural disasters for our country.
So y'all gotta check this shit out. I'm in Macy's right now. In Philly, at that. And I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life, gang. Man, if this ain't no agenda, if they not pushing agendas, I don't know what agendas is, gang. Hold up. Just look at this shit. Just look at this. So we walking out and I get to the Christmas section, right? Now hold up. So I was like, oh, my baby was crying. You know, look at the baby. She was crying. And so I'm like, oh, there's Santa. So we see Santa, right? And so, you know, white Santa is normal. Then I see Black Santa. I'm like, oh, we got Black Santa. Man, look, they done made Santa gay. A gay Black Santa. Look at his outfit. This nigga is gay as hell, dog. If this ain't gay, he got pink presents. He got a glitter pink robe on. Like, look at White Santa. White Santa nice and traditional. He got the platinum on. You know, he iced out. Look at him. He's shining. Look at Cuz looking like Liberace over here. This shit crazy. Black Santa. This how they do us. I'm telling y'all, they pushing this. This is what they want us to be as a society. This look like Diddy with a mask on, with a beard. Come on, gang. They know what they doing. Black Santa, gay Santa. Black gay Santa, huh? It's crazy. It's outrageous. It's outrageous. Oh, man, it's another one? Hold up. It's another one, gang. Zesty Santa. Real zesty with it. Why the Black Santa gotta be like this? Why it gotta be like that? Look at Cuz with his silver boots on. Y'all out of pocket, Macy's. Macy's out of pocket. I just want to let them know.
DJ Tanya Renee, what up, beloved? Yeah, there go lovely DJ Tanya Renee. I told y'all want to go listen to some of that good trail music or just any type of good music. Go check out DJ Tanya Renee. Beloved be over there killing it. She be killing it. But yeah, that's our little cuz right there. He's saying that this is going on in Philly, that they making the Santa Claus over there zesty, whilst the white Santa Claus just looks traditional and just like a regular Santa Claus. So, yeah. I'm telling you, I see it at my job too. I'll be like, yo, why Santa Claus look like this? But like I said, you know, this is what they're doing. And I'm not anti nobody, whatever you do. I'm just trying to tell you that there's an agenda being pushed towards our group where it's not being pushed on other people. Some other people have already accepted it, like a lot of these immigrants that they flooding the zone with. You know? They don't mind getting in the... That's why you see like this, that's why I try to tell you this promotion of whole culture don't really got nothing to do with us. It has to do more with the immigrants to make them feel comfortable. So that's why you got to promote the sexy reds and all of them, so all the immigrants don't get over here and feel like they the odd body out, where we see all these brothels in Queens, all these places where these people are doing all kinds of whatever, a little something strange for a piece of change, and they're doing it. Let my other little brother cook for a minute. Let's go.
So the port strike is over. It only lasted what? A couple of days. The strike is over. They even came out and said that the union leader, the dude that was snuggled up with Trump, dude got like a fucking mansion with Bentleys and 5-car garages and all that, and it's already over. They got I don't know the details of what they settled on, but that shit over with, bruh. So what was the fucking point of all y'all running out there to buy motherfucking toilet tissue? Y'all done bought all the toilet tissue, all the paper towels, got rid of all they backlog. For what? Now y'all stuck with a shelf full of toilet tissue. I said the other day, y'all don't even eat enough fiber to be shitting the way that y'all buying toilet tissue. Y'all be on here shitting probably once a week, and y'all buying all that toilet tissue. Y'all don't even, I done seen y'all dirty ass houses on TikTok. Y'all don't even clean y'all houses like that to be even need paper towels. Now y'all done ran out there about all that toilet tissue when you can't shit. Y'all out there, I know y'all don't drink water. Y'all done bought all that water. Y'all don't even drink water. All y'all do is drink soda and juice. Like, Americans gotta be the most, like, peanut brain, like, society ever. Like, but y'all gonna fall for the okie doke every time. Every time. I see why these politicians do what they do. I see how these corporations get away with shit that they do, because y'all herd mentality. Sheep man, and we actually needed toilet tissue the other day, and I couldn't get none because y'all just ran out there and bought. Y'all was standing in line at Sam's Club and Costco buying up all. I told y'all they had a lot of leftover shit. These warehouses are stocked with shit that they done had in there since the pandemic, when all that backlog started coming in. They're full of stuff they have to get rid of, and before they throw it out, they'd rather put it on discount at the last minute, so y'all run out there and go get it. So start looking at some of the expiration dates when stuff go on sale, especially chips, especially the motherfucking expensive ass chips. Start looking at the expiration dates on them. You know, back in the day, chips used to have a long ass expiration date. Look on them chips. Start looking at some of the, snacks and chips and cookies. Start looking at the expiration dates on them and see what I'm saying. Some of them cereals and things of that nature, things that be on them shelves, and tell me I'm lying, because I ain't. I'm supply. I know this shit. It was the first of the month, and y'all ran out there and y'all panic bought because TikTok told y'all to. Ha!
Yo, he ain't capping, man. I was looking at people like, why y'all doing this, yo? It was like people everywhere. And I was at the Super Walmart. I was looking at people, and I told one dude, I was like, they make paper towels and they make toilet tissue in America. He looked at me like I was crazy. Then he started asking somebody, and they was like, yeah. And he decided, he was like, damn. He was like, well, thank you. He like, shit, I thought we was going, I was like, yeah, that's COVID shit they got y'all on. So they got a lot of people minds still on COVID. A lot of people, they minds ain't right because they minds still on COVID. So they not operating in the right way. So they just was operating out of fear and panic. And that should scare people. That should scare us who were of sound mind. Those of us who didn't run out and buy all that shit, we should be looking like, damn, man. This the niggas we surrounded with? Y'all better be scared. Y'all better be very scared. Because I don't think you thinking about who you surrounded with. All these type of people panicking. If anything hit the damn fan, we be in trouble. Because we got people who panic and we got immigrants. That's just one big goddamn disaster waiting to happen, man. And FYI, the hurricanes ain't over. There's 3 more heading this way right freaking now. So, I hope everybody's ready. And you're not just out here buying that dumb stuff. You should be looking for non-perishables. Things if anything, in case. And stuff that can float in the water, goddammit. Don't always try to get a bunch of canned stuff. You want your pack to be light. You can't always backpack a whole bunch of stuff. So you want to make sure you get something that can fit in the backpack. Everybody should have a bug out bag. Everybody. All right, we're back in here. I don't know what the hell they doing. How you gonna tell? Once you start cooking, boy, that's when they come. They like, hey, stop this shit. This nigga over here is trying to make sense. We don't need niggas making sense. I don't know how you saying that's invalid. We trying to show something. Boy. We'll see. If not, I'll figure out why they wouldn't let me fuck with that video. I'll figure that out later. If they do it again, I'll figure it out later. If anything, I'll post it to Instagram. Make sure y'all follow me at Breeze_Omega over on Instagram. We damn sure be cooking over there all day, every day. Like, if you don't catch me over here on a couple of days on YouTube, just follow me over on Instagram, Breeze_Omega. I'm always over there cooking. Because I actually be out being busy in real freaking life. So you might not, I might be like, F all that. Sometimes I don't have time to damn post no goddamn video. Sometimes you be like, oh, that's what that is. Okay. All right, yeah, I'm not going to mess with that. Okay, I'm going to say that. I now realize what that video is. I don't want that. No, we don't want you there. Because Brother Cat will come and get your ass. I don't care if the clip is fucking 2 seconds, goddammit. You don't want it. Brother Cat will come and get your ass. I will not F around with that brother. Especially when he got new content. So all you people who got that content, he gonna come get y'all. Just letting y'all know. It may not be happening right away, but it's gonna happen. That video may go viral. You may think you about to get a TikTok check, and then you be waiting for that TikTok check. And that shit don't even show up. And then they send you a letter. They send you an email. Cat Williams shut that shit down. Brother Hoodoo dropped that shit.
Y'all want to hear something stupid? Listen to this.
End abortion. He says he's 100% pro-life, believes abortion has turned society into a place where we see children as an inconvenience,
This
on
was
and
the
on. He
craziest
also
shit
gave one
ever,
of the
yo.
quotes, I would certainly
That
like
she
to see
said
abortion
this.
illegal nationally. He also said he was sympathetic to the view that a national ban would be necessary to stop women from traveling across states to obtain an abortion. So he's in favor of a sort of fugitive slave act to stop abortion. So he said that as well. He blamed undocumented immigrants.
Fucked up, ain't it? And I never.
Yeah,
And I
the
never
fact
thought
that
I'd say this.
the fact that she tried to attach that to the Fugitive Slave Act. Once again, I'll say the same thing. The same way they like, oh, women could run across borders to kill babies. Then why is it wrong for somebody to take you across to have sex in another state next by? If you riding with them and you hanging out with them, if they ain't forcing you and they just take you over there, why is it that? Because I'm trying to understand when is this whole called life thing and all of that, because they told me you couldn't unalive a baby at 7, 8, 9 months, and it turns out that's a lie. That's a lie. Go ahead, brother.
But she need to put her wig back on because that peroxide done fried her brain. These Democrats are desperate and they need the black vote. That's why they're using fear-mongering and inflammatory language to get black folks to vote. And right now, Joy Reid is fighting for her job right now because she knows if we don't come out and support the Democrats, they have no use for her anymore. That's why she's tethering non-sequitur arguments to our ancestors the way that she did. Bringing up the Fugitive Slave Act. Oh, they lost bad. They lost real bad. Plus, how was she holding Vance to what he said in the past while she defends Kamala for what she said in the past? That don't even make any sense to me. But I think she likes to reference our history to intentionally spit in our face. Because she knows we don't want her speaking for or on our behalf. And yet she still has a fucking platform. I mean, what she just said was so disrespectful. To try to compare a Fugitive Slave Act that wasn't a choice to getting an abortion, which is the mother's choice. This woman done snapped and cracked. This is what panic looks like. Freak off levels of panic in the Democratic Party. Plus, this woman is a Congolese American, not a descendant of U.S. chattel slavery. I wish she would stop cosplaying us and using our history for political capital. Because I'm already not voting Democrat. She doesn't have to convince me anymore. Because at this point, you can go to hell, Joy Reid. Go to hell.
That's right. She can go all the way to hell. Hold on. Let me fix something. Hold on. It's you and Verizon, goddammit. Keep it moving, because I'm trying to get...
Y'all want to hear something stupid?
I got some other stuff.
Listen to this.
End abortion. He says he's 100% pro-life.
Wait, we was already done. I don't know. It likes to do all that to me because it's acting up right now. We trying to get the hell out of here, Restream. You the one keeping us here. Oh, yeah. Wait till you listen to this. Well, there's a couple of things I got to get to. I might save some of this for tomorrow. Word up. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get to this, and then I'm going to get to one more joint. And then I think I'll be out tonight. For sure. Because there's a lot I got to get to. And I think I want to save some of that for tomorrow. We will have the Sunday gospel. We always have the Sunday gospel.
School wasn't easy, we survived with it.
Over there on Instagram as well, because that song, that's damn sure gonna get a copyright. But that's dope. If you know what being poor in America looks like, that's what it looks like right there. Oh yeah, I'm trying to make sure we got the right video. Okay, so we could have added that. So yeah, we'll end out on 3 women, 3 topics, and then the rest of it we'll get back. Maybe we should go ahead and get that one sister too, and then we know we left off at that sneaker. Okay, so we'll get her last, and then we'll be out here, and then we'll be back tomorrow for Sunday Gospel. Probably either before I cook my Sunday dinner or after. I think I'm gonna prep my Sunday dinner early in the morning, so when I get back from the car show, that shit's just ready, and I'll just pop it in the oven. Because I think I'm going to do some parsnips with some sweet potato, and maybe some regular potatoes, just herb it all out with some rosemary from the garden, season that joint up, and do a nice hen, because I went and got a nice hen. Do a roasted hen, but I may spatchcock it and do it out on the grill. I'll figure it out. Let's go.
Imagine how embarrassing it was for them to steal all that money and give it to the migrants, and they thought we would never find out. And how embarrassing it is to tell everybody you black and that your grandmother's name was Burl, and we find out that Burl ain't even Burl. Just imagine how embarrassing it is to just get up there and tell people that you sent $8 billion to Ukraine, and then come down there and tell the people that live in the country that you're only giving them $750. Just think of how embarrassing that is, y'all. I ain't seen nothing in this administration, baby. You seeing it now. It's over for the Democratic Party. If you were sitting here having an ounce of hope thinking that Kamala was going to win the election, just know she not. God is literally pulling every skeleton out the closet. God is literally pulling everything out just to wake y'all up, just so y'all can see that it ain't what y'all thought it was. It's over for the Democrats, y'all. Wake up.
Yeah, I mean, the writing seems to be on the wall, and they're not doing anything to, like, extricate themselves from this situation. Now, let's listen to this sister right here who talks about why she knows she's not biracial, basically, because of this system that we live in. And I want people to be very clear about this, especially those of us who intersectionally have children. Make sure you know that the person you're doing this with understands what your child is going to be going through. Because if you don't, you're setting your child up to be what we call a tragic mulatto. Let's listen to this sister, because she's a sister, even if she says she's half white or whatever. But just listen to what she has to say. I mean, let's go.
I get in trouble for this, but I get really bothered when white people adopt black children. My parents they're very different now. They were unwilling to love me the same way they loved my brother and sister. I knew that as a kid. I know that as an adult, and that's why we've had conversations about it as 3 adults now.
Why do you think they did that?
There is so much that sits with stereotypes that are whose foundation is racism. Realistically speaking, outside of the man who is my biological father, I was my mother's first exposure to black people, like an everyday exposure. I was her first. My stepdad, I was definitely his first. So there was just an unwillingness to meet me where I was as an emotional child, an emotional adult. Like, that didn't change. Like, joke's on them. They thought I was gonna grow out of it. But like I did, again, I can't say that they actually did the best that they did the best that they could, but I can't say that they gave me everything they could, because I know they were unwilling to have the conversations, because as a child I tried. Like, I would try to write these letters describing how I feel and how much I love my parents. But as an adult, I realized that I was just saying those things because I knew that's what you were supposed to feel for your parents. We didn't have that type of emotional relationship, so I was just trying to make it, be a thing. Like, people always say, daughters and their mothers are best friends. I have had to sit in therapy for a lot of hours to realize that is not going to be my life, and I have to find my way with my mom,
Yeah. Do you think that they saw you as black first and then their daughter? Or do you think that they understood that their daughter, who is black, is not dealing well with the fact that she's the only black person in this white experience, and they didn't know how to navigate that?
So I do feel fortunate that I know the duality of both of those things.
Right.
Because the latter of what you said is who my parents are right now.
Right.
I had a conversation with my mom over Thanksgiving where I was just saying something like maybe about I couldn't go back into corporate culture because I don't have a code switch left in me. And she said something to the sense of like, yeah, I can't imagine what that was like for you. And we just had a normal conversation. And I remember inside of myself being like, holy shit, we got there.
You felt seen.
We got there. But as a child, I don't think they have the verbiage or the vulnerability to admit that they saw me as black first. But like my own sister, I think she was 16 years old. We were shopping for a prom dress. And she admitted I terrified her. And my best friend was with me at the time.
And she's 9 years younger.
9 years younger. My best friend was with me. She's also mixed, but she's a lighter complexion. I was like, Cameron, you got to stay with Nora right now because I need a second. Because all of a sudden, everything I felt as a child was validated. Because this little girl, she didn't wake up thinking her big sister who did her hair for every special event, gave her candy, took her places. She didn't just wake up and be like, oh, my sister is scary. That was given to her somewhere. Mm-hmm. And if I would have been treated, I guess maybe like her in our family, I don't think she ever would have looked at me with fear.
So yeah, if y'all seeing that right there, there's a big thing with that. And there's a whole lot of stigma that goes with that. You know what I mean? And it's unfortunate. And I try to let people know because it's going to be hard for that white person to understand. That's why you find so much damaged mulatto children in the hood because, the white parents, they don't have really a want to really understand because they're like, I'm white. I'm not going to be doing black stuff or as they would say, probably with the hard ER, any of that nigger shit. So they're not going to understand your necessary needs and wants because that's going to come from internal. That's going to be in your DNAs. Some of the shit you're going to want to do, some of the things you're going to like. Your white parents going to look at you crazy. You reaching for the hot sauce. White people, hot sauce is spicy to white folks. Most white folks, they don't know what to do with no damn hot sauce. They put pepper on it. That's spicy to white people. They don't know nothing about hot stuff. I remember I used to eat at this one Peruvian restaurant in town. I used to eat at this restaurant all the time. And one day I came in there to eat. I noticed white people in there. I was like, oh, this can't be good. It can't be good. 2 weeks later, I come in there to eat again. They done changed the damn green sauce. It's not as spicy as it was before. And I complained to them. And I'm like, yo, this shit it ain't tasting right when you mix it with the yogurt. And the nigga's like, oh, yeah, senor, we had to change it. You know, some white people, they here eating, they complain it's too spicy. I said, didn't you tell them you're supposed to mix it with the yogurt? He said, yeah, but they still complaining. So white people had came in there, ate at the Peruvian restaurant, and eventually affected it off of one sitting. Because these people want to be white adjacent. A lot of these Latinos and stuff like that, especially Peruvian people. So they'll sit there and change up the whole flavor. Half unseasoned the chicken. The chicken stop having its spiciness to it. So yeah, they'll come and they'll just gentrify everything and make everything bland and vanilla. Whereas, you know, English white people, they'll make shit be too seasoned because they love spices so much that they don't even understand when they overspicing stuff. So you got two versions. There's an anime I always tell people to go watch. It's called Hetalia. It's an anime, and it explains and it treats the countries as like individuals, as like characters. And America is the little brother of England, but actually the big brother. So you would have to watch it, and then you would see like there's a lot of crazy dualities that goes on in there. And yeah, we're almost done for tonight. Oh yeah, more of these immigrants trying to trash us. Let's go.
What are Nigerian women giving to their man?
Yeah, what's the role of a Nigerian woman in
Just
that
living and
relationship?
existing and breathing.
Get the
That's
fuck out of
it?
here.
You didn't know that?
What you mean? What else do I mean? What else is there to do? Well, I mean,
They're just housewives.
it's the culture. It's just
And
culture.
these the people you thought was the prize?
They are the prize because I am Ghanaian. American women are not really submissive like that. And that's the only thing that we have a leg up with African American women is because we are more submissive. And that's why it's a competition with African American women and African women is because that African man is going to be the provider more than that African American man.
That's bogus. That's bogus. African men be out here having all types of paternity suits, all types of scamming. Every African man is the Prince of fucking Zamunda. I wish y'all would stop playing yourselves. Stop playing like you're so much better, goddamn it, because you're not. God damn. You know, it don't never be no Africans at the car show out here. Never. Never. Let's let our last sister cook. She gonna cook, and then we gonna be out. And then we gonna be back in here for the Sunday gospel. Because I feel like I'm gonna say, because I got so much content right here that I was digging all week. And we gonna clean up what we got that we already done. And yeah, we'll be ready for y'all tomorrow. I'm trying to decide, am I going to do it before my Sunday dinner or after? I think I may do it like before. Because I might just eat my Sunday dinner and go to fucking bed. Because I got to work the next day. I'm going to let our sister cook. And then we gonna be out.
Y'all know the girl Rose, the black lady that's married to the white dude who, when they got into it a couple months back, and she put their business out saying how when they met he was sleeping on the couch in somebody's basement, and how she make all the money, she pay the bills, he don't pay not damn bill, That's why when she put his ass out, he couldn't even get no hotel. And she the one that be going on rants about black American men, talking down on black American men. She look African, just keeping it real. You feel what I'm saying? When her black American man, the father of her son, is a successful black American man in a happy, healthy relationship. And it reminds me of a couple months ago, I had talked about how when the trend was going around about I'm black and I'm not afraid to admit that I'm scared of black people, or that I'm scared of the hood, or we shouldn't be outside in bonnets, or that trend. And I had talked about how y'all really just anti-black. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all give everybody every excuse on how you're not, but y'all never find each other. Y'all always finding them pink people or them pink adjacent people with a taco. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all never find each other, because if you feel this way and he feel this way and it's not anti-black, why ain't y'all together? You feel what I'm saying? This reminds me of that. You could have got you could have got you a successful black man. You could have got you a mediocre black man. Hell, that man ain't paying that damn bill. I know a man right now work at Popeyes. He'll at least pay your light bill. Light bill.
Boom. And our sister left it right there. She said she know a nigga at Popeyes that'll pay your light bill. Do he got the granny with the gun? Is that what he got? If he got the granny with the gun, I'm going to be die laughing. Yep, he got the granny with the gun. I told y'all, and even Tariq posting it too right now. I knew I had that granny. I'm about to post it. Goddamn, I'll be so late because I'm over here. But yo, y'all have a great one, man. Hope y'all tap in tomorrow for the Sunday Gospel. That may be around 2 o'clock. It could be anywhere between 2 to 4 or 7 to 10. We don't know just yet, but anywhere in between those time schedules, yeah, check it out, the Sunday Gospel. I may shoot a video of me cooking on my food, but we'll see. Y'all have a great one. Stay blessed up, family. Oh, I'm going to drop this fried chicken and Cornish. Is it Cornish hens or quails? Whatever. They were really small birds, but we fried it up. I was frying up a bunch of stuff. Y'all have a great one out there. Stay blessed up, and we'll catch you on the flip side. This your boy Breeze Omega, that's Breeze. Give him a little pressure on the way out. God damn it, play the damn song. Boy, they gonna be acting up today.
Hey, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Walk with me, you know that I got it. Come with me. Up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on to the next. Whip this up, I send you back to your own.
Look, we about to just end it. I don't know what the hell they doing over here on Restream. Let me see.